Ladies and gentlemen, it just got worse. Just when you thought that the drama between Remy Ma and Papoose had finally subsided, Remy decided to blow it all up again. During a chaotic, unannounced Instagram live last night, Remy Ma revealed something that completely changed the course of events and turned Claressa from the side chick role into the main character of her own scandal. Remy came with screenshots, timestamps, and a voice memo that will haunt Claressa forever. Claressa Shields has been seeing someone new, and not just any man, a connected man. A man allegedly from the industry, a man who might have been standing right next to Papoose just a month ago. The sympathy Claressa had from fans was devastated, and he even posted an emotional message that had people in the just a few weeks ago. The internet was completely divided as Team Remy was dragging Claressa Shields for allegedly snatching up Papoose while the ink on his marriage wasn't even dry. Team Claressa clapped back, saying Remy had emotionally clocked out ages ago and Pap was just moving on. But last night, Remy Ma cracked open the group chat from hell and exposed Remy Ma's late-night Instagram live. Revealed something that nobody, not even the messiest gossip blogs, saw coming. Claressa has allegedly been cheating on Papoose with another man. Not just in her orbit but possibly in his circle. This isn't a rumor though. Remy went live without warning at precisely 11:43 p.m. with no countdown or promo. Just a black screen and her voice saying, "I hope you'll save your sympathy for someone who deserves it." Within 2 minutes, over 40,000 people were watching, and the comments section before she even revealed her face. She appeared calm too, with her hair wrapped in a hoodie and without makeup. "I've been sitting on what I discovered for weeks, and now you can have it. But while you're out there painting that girl as a victim of a broken marriage," she flipped the camera to a laptop screen, and that's when things got deadly. She first played a muted, grainy, black and white security camera clip that appeared to show Claressa entering a luxury apartment building in Atlanta. Nothing strange happens until a man enters behind her, and the camera timestamp is to 36 a.m. "I'm the man who was last seen in 2020 when Papoose was, well, training with Coach Dre, a former fighter and lifelong friend of Papoose." Oh, sure, that. Coach Dre. Claressa's comments containing fire emojis beneath a gym selfie caused Remy to pause the video and look directly into the camera, telling me once more how devoted she is. The chat then exploded and she brought the real heat. In the message, a woman's confident, flirtatious, and obviously unconcerned voice said, "I told you he's too emotional. You understand how I move. That's why I'm here." Let's pause right there. This isn't just disrespect, this is betrayal with a Bluetooth connection. The type of betrayal you feel in your bones. The names were blurred, but the messages were there. "Turn your head back," the response, as usual. "The doors are unlocked." More than 7 OK celebrities were watching the live stream, including Simone Funk Flex, who appeared to be Joe Budden's burner account. Remy knew it was a Super Bowl, so she leaned into the microphone and said, "You want to wear the crown, sweetie? Handle the scandals that come with it. You want to be the queen, clean up your mess." However, it was Remy's display of a snapshot of a shared calendar between Papoose and Claressa, yes, you read correctly, that caused the internet to go crazy. Displayed a direct message from an anonymous user. The Miami hotel's concierge allegedly claimed that Claressa checked in with a guest named Driel and paid in full using a card belonging to C Shields Enterprises LLC. Remy closed her laptop and stared into the camera for 6 seconds before saying, "You can't play house with a man you're not finished cheating on, period." Let's go back in time to the psychology of this situation. Remy didn't just drag Claressa. She dismantled her image from victim to villain and from side chick to two-timing opportunist. And the receipts were perfectly timed. However, Papoose was on his own Instagram story at precisely 12:21 a.m. after Remy's live stream finished. Papoose uploaded a black screen with the words, "You think you know someone. Then you see what they really stand next to when no one's looking." No tags, no names, just vibes. 2 hours later, he shared a second story. This time a throwback photo of him and Remy at a 2018 Grammy event. This time, there was no caption, just a picture of them smiling and holding hands. That matched, and fans knew right away that he was hurt. Twitter went into overdrive with nostalgia. One user wrote, "Papoose looking at old photos like a Drake album cover." Another user commented, "Pap went from defending Claressa to dropping cryptic heartbreak bars in less than an hour." Finally, there was complete radio silence, so comments, no response, not even a cryptic repost. That's not just suspicious, it's confirmation without confirmation. Meanwhile, blog pages began sharing side-by-side timelines of Claressa's Miami gym check-in, Coach Dre's tag location, and the matching hotel wallpaper in both of their stories. As fans were processing this mess, another leak surfaced and alleged text message from Papoose to Claressa earlier this week that said, "I told you I left my marriage for truth. I didn't expect you to lie to you." That hit harder than any punch Claressa ever threw in the ring. By this point, Claressa's comments were locked and Papoose had erased half of his page, Remy? But the mess wasn't finished yet because just before the night ended, an anonymous source sent a screen capture to the shade room of a FaceTime call between Claressa and an unidentified male voice saying, "Remy doesn't matter. I run my own name now." That was all fans needed to hear, and it turned a scandal into a war. Just as things were beginning to calm down, a final twist was revealed in the comments section of a viral clip from Ray's Live. She'd been playing both of them. Pap ain't even the only one she lied to. It received 14,000 likes in 2 hours. And now everyone is wondering, who is this third man? Is Claressa really just moving? Isn't just Remy's story anymore? Or even heartbreak is becoming something bigger. As we speak, there are rumors that Claressa is being fired from a major brand campaign because of integrity issues related to last night's receipts. This drama has reached a corporate level, and the next chapter begins right now. Within 24 hours of Remys' Instagram Live, rumors turned into headlines, which in turn turned into consequences because by the following morning, Claressa's face had subtly vanished from the landing page of a major sportswear brand's campaign or partnership. Insiders started leaking that the brand was worried about public backlash and a misalignment with family values. They heard the voice note, saw screenshots, and didn't want to be involved in the circus. An alleged internal email stated that the brand would be pausing all digital assets involving Claressa until the current PR storm is resolved. According to sources, Claressa was expected to earn up to $250,000 from the campaign alone, not including bonuses tied to digital reach. And now she's losing money before she's even had time to deny anything. Meanwhile, Papoose remained painfully silent. His cryptic Instagram story, the cover for the unreleased freestyle, Lost Loyalty, features a black and white picture of a boxing glove hanging from a broken microphone stand. It's subtle, but not at all. As if that wasn't enough, someone sent a picture to a gossip blog that purportedly showed Claressa and Coach Dre leaving an Atlanta restaurant 3 nights ago. After all the drama had gone public, the source claims that they weren't hiding. In fact, they were laughing and walking like they owned the block. The caption for the leak said, "She doesn't even care Pap played himself." And that's when the fans really lost it. Remy's followers filled comment sections with videos of Claressa cuddling with Dre the Lion, with her previous ride or die tweets. Then came the worst part. An anonymous Twitter user claiming to be Claressa's former assistant posted a thread claiming to have overheard Claressa discussing Papoose as a branding step rather than a soulmate. The thread was filled with screenshots of itinerary plans and purported direct messages from Claressa, along with a message that simply read, "Perhaps too slow to realize he was a campaign." Whether or not it was real, nobody cared. The hashtag advertisement went viral on the internet by evening and trended for 6 hours straight. Ray's next step was to publish a video clip of Papoose rapping on a rooftop without a caption, spitting a line about followers' devotion to stardom, admiration in the comments. With one person writing, "She posted the truth without saying a word." Later that evening, a verified account belonging to Coach Dre shared an Instagram story with a simple caption, "I'm not in the business of breaking homes. I'm in the business of fixing broken people." Claressa had yet to speak, which was beginning to feel like an admission, but someone else did. He followed it with a selfie in the gym, shirt off, flexing. Comments were disabled. That post didn't help him. If anything, it sent him straight into the mess hall of public dragging. Within an hour, a new meme went viral, a screenshot of his quote over a photo of an actual home being bulldozed with the caption, "Fixing people by wrecking everything around them, everything around them." In the meantime, a music industry blogger revealed that Papoose had allegedly canceled a planned studio session with Fat Joe and Scram Jones. The source more people connected the dots. Remy's fans shared clips from old interviews in which she discussed loyalty as her love language, and Papoose's supporters unearthed his BET Awards tribute to her, calling it the moment he gave it all. Then, the dam really broke with another leak, this time from what is believed to be the Dropbox, where an unidentified user uploaded a 40-second screen recording, purportedly depicting a FaceTime call between Claressa and another man, not Papoose, Coach Dre, claiming that Pap is very sentimental and that men like him constantly destroy themselves. The man on the other line was unconfirmed, but fans said it sounded like a well-known music producer who had previously been spotted with Claressa. Now, people were asking, was Dre even the only one? What began as a triangle abruptly turned into a complex web of scandal, with a woman at its core claiming to be the victim and now being accused of being the mastermind. Naturally, Remy was unconcerned. posting a meme of herself drinking tea with the caption, "It's absurd when the truth finally stops knocking and kicks the door in." However, it was Papoose's final 2-minute video complete with no introduction that captured the attention of the whole internet. Filters just him in a hoodie sitting in the driver's seat of a car. He said, "I stayed silent because I was hoping what I saw wasn't real. Ivy always tried to move with respect, even when I felt disrespected. But what hurts the most isn't what happened. It's that I left a queen for someone who didn't even know how to be real." He paused. "I'm not here to be a victim. I made choices, but damn, I didn't think I was just an image for someone's career boost." And then he ended it with Toto. "Anyone going through something right now, take your time, heal, and don't lose yourself trying to be somebody else's come up." The video went viral in under 15 minutes. Clips were reposted to every blog and celebs started commenting, including Taraji P. Hennon, Angie Martinez, and even Charlemagne posted it with a caption, "Real one, no fluff." And for the first time since the drama started, people stopped laughing and started feeling sorry for Papoose. Even Claressa's fans were quiet because this level of hurt hit too close to home for many people. As for Claressa, she hasn't made a statement yet, but late that night, a mysterious tweet was posted on her page that read, "Lessons learned, heartbreaks happen. I'll grow through it." There was no mention of names, no apology, no denial. Just fake healing talk that left fans more confused than reassured. But the damage had already been done. One of the most well-known online relationship scandals of the year had completely unraveled. What was once perceived as a spicy side chick battle had become a slow, painful collapse of trust, truth, and public image. Now, people were talking about what would happen next and whether Claressa would address the accusations. Just hours after Papoose's tearful video went viral, an anonymous Reddit account posted a blurry but readable screenshot of what appeared to be an NDA non-disclosure agreement, the name at the top, Claressa Shields, and the signature at the bottom, Anthony Tone Baxter, may not immediately for years. More importantly, was this the calm before the next scandal storm? Everything exploded. Tone Baxter is a mid-level producer who has quietly ghost-produced for some of the biggest names in hip-hop. He has also been a part of Remy Ma's former management team, according to the Reddit post. He signed an NDA last fall, allegedly to protect the privacy of their personal interactions with C. Shields. Translation: there was something between Claressa and this man, and they didn't want it to get out. Whether this NDA was real or not didn't matter. The internet was flooded with screenshots, threads, TikTok coding every pixel. Then, just when it seemed like things couldn't get any deeper, another dropped. A Venmo payment history leaked, allegedly showing a $600 transfer from Claressa to Tone Baxter just a month ago. The dots faster than a true crime podcast. Why was Claressa leaving Tone Baxter? Why was the NDA? Why was the payment? And why was this all happening while she was ostensibly developing a healing, honest relationship with Papoose? At this point, the internet wasn't merely speculating, it was conducting an investigation. Someone made a Google Doc timeline that detailed every man Claressa had been spotted with over the previous 6 months, complete with photo evidence, location tags, and overlapping dates that gave the impression that Claressa had been seeing more plays than a boxing coach. Papoose had remained silent since his last video. And one more thing, a quote on a black background. "There are occasions when you make sure they don't change the story without your consent." Now, this is where things get legal. According to a fictitious but spicy leak from a purported court insider, Remy Ma's team has now filed a cease and desist against Claressa's camp for misappropriating personal finances during the time she was allegedly involved with Papoose. The claim is that she used shared assets from her relationship with Pap to support these other relationships, meaning that she was spending Pap's money while cheating on him. If it is true, it could lead to civil court damages and even public testimony. Imagine Claressa Shields having to appear in court and defend her decision to fly out a second man while dating someone she claimed to love. That's not just scandalous. A major athletic supplement company reportedly suspended communication with Claressa's team. There was no press release or confirmation, but her profile was discreetly removed from their ambassador page. This is a third partnership to end in a week, and despite all of this, Claressa remained silent. Her only public appearance was a brief Instagram story that featured a black screen and the words, "You only know what's leaked, not what's real." Meanwhile, brands are retracting her rumor that surfaced on blogs. However, if she believed that would diffuse the situation, she was mistaken because, according to several witnesses, Claressa, Remy Ma, and Papoose were all invited to a private, exclusive event. The event was hosted by a luxury magazine that celebrated Black excellence in music and sports, and it was invite-only with no press coverage. Only athletes, artists, and insiders were involved. But as with everything else in this story, privacy was compromised. An attendee leaked audio of what they say was a heated exchange between Claressa and Papoose. You can't hear everything, but you can hear Papoose saying, "You didn't just lie to me. You made me lie to myself." There is a little pause before Claressa answers, "I never asked you to be my hero, but I warned you I wasn't perfect." The audio ends there without any background information or images. But it was enough to drive fans crazy by this point because the public perception had changed, portraying Papoose as a man who got cheated less and more as a man who got played. Remy Ma is calm, vindicated, and unconcerned. And Claressa as us, the world assumed Claressa was healing. The calculated opportunist thought piece after thought flooded Twitter and TikTok. Did Papoose sacrifice his marriage for a mirage? Is Remy the villain or the warning? Even celebrities began to weigh in. Charlemagne said on the radio, "Remy always moves with receipts. So if she posted it, she meant it. You don't level up by demolishing two men at once," Lisa Ray remarked, describing the scene as embarrassing for Claressa. As the outcry reached its zenith, a final twist emerged. A phony but entirely credible leak stated that Claressa had been approached by a streaming network to star in a documentary, Damage Control, in which the show would reportedly follow her. While her representatives declined to comment, the post-scandal journey revealed therapy sessions and never-before-seen footage of her relationship with Papoose. The leak was enough to spark criticism on social media, with one tweet stating, "She really turned a mess into a bag. Only in America can you cheat, lie, and make money with a camera crew," another person wrote. However, Remy Ma's most terrifying response was to tweet one word, "predictable." That's how the entire story came full circle. What began as Remy being accused of losing her husband ended with Remy having the last say. What began as Claressa taking center stage ended with her facing a firing squad of contradictions. And what began as Papoose pursuing happiness ended with him in the public eye. Where does it all go from here? Remy Ma is reportedly back in the studio, according to sources, recording a project inspired by lessons learned, losses, and liberation. The project has no release date, but fans are calling it her redemption era. According to blogs, Papoose has completely stepped away from music and is organizing a private retreat with no phones, no interviews, and just peace. Claressa? Her future is uncertain. Some claim the scandal made her too toxic for brands, while others say she will rebrand, repackage, and move on as if nothing happened. Drama never ends, it just changes names. So, in this situation, was Remy Ma just a woman scorned? Or was she 3 steps ahead the entire time, waiting for the right moment to end a story that never worked for her? Did Papoose voluntarily ignore every red flag in the name of reinvention? Or was she a misunderstood, ambitious woman who became entangled into public lives? Or did she play every angle, treat every man like a stepping stone, and build an empire on manipulation? We've seen the receipts, heard the voice notes, seen the silence, heard the cryptic captions, seen the leaked NDA letters, and heard the FaceTime calls that should have remained private. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Are you on Remy's team? If Remy had remained silent, would Claressa have continued climbing? If Papoose had stayed, would everything have remained hidden? If Claressa indeed has another twist planned, are we adequately prepared for it? If this video left you speechless, please subscribe at least once.